Hi friends, today I am going to discuss indirect tax in that input tax credit. Okay, and see the first, what is ITC? What is input tax credit? It means by set of current liabilities minus current assets or by cash. Okay, current liability arises when we sell. Okay, current assets arises when we purchase. Okay, by set of current liabilities minus current assets or by cash. Okay, see the eighth question, what is input tax? See the solution. Input tax means the central tax, state tax, integrated tax or union territory tax charged on supply of goods or services or both made to a registered person. It also includes tax paid on reverse charge basis and integrated goods and service tax charged on import of goods. It does not include tax paid under composition levy. Okay? And next see the zero rated supplies and taxable supplies. Zero rated supplies basically means supply made towards exports and supplies to sedge. Okay, and zero rated supplies are always treated as taxable supplies. Zero rated supplies mainly for exports. Okay, and see the next, what are the exempt supplies? What are the exempt supplies? See in exempt supplies, see first one, nil rated supplies and exemption to services exempt under section 11. Okay, and see the next exempt, no levy products like alcohol and petrol. Okay, these three are exempt supplies. Okay, and see the next, zero rate and nil rate. Zero rate and nil rate both are different. Zero rate supplies for export purpose. Zero rate supplies are taxable. Okay, and next, nil rate supplies for essential purpose. Nil rate supplies for essential purpose, for example milk. These supplies are exempt. Okay, and next, capital goods and inputs. ITC is available for capital goods, input goods and input services also. Okay, and see the next, blocked credits. In that first one, on motor vehicles and other conveyances. In this there is an amendment. See, and see, in blocked credit motor vehicles, blocked credit means ITC not available. And see, motor vehicles for transportation of persons having approved seating capacity of not more than 13%, including driver, including leasing, renting or hiring thereof, and services of general insurance, servicing, repair and maintenance of aforesaid motor vehicles. Okay, for this ITC not available. Okay, but there is an exception for this, ITC available. And see, when such motor vehicle are used for further supply of such vehicles. Further supply means doing business of motor vehicles, buying and selling. Okay, motor vehicles buying and selling, then ITC available. Okay, and say next, transportation of passengers. Transportation of passengers, then ITC available. And see next, imparting training on driving of such motor vehicles. That means used for driving schools. Okay, then also ITC available. Okay, if motor vehicle capacity greater than 13%, then also ITC available. Okay, in these cases ITC available. Earlier ITC was prohibited for all motor vehicles and now seating capacity criteria has been inserted. Okay, there is a change seating capacity criteria. Okay, further specific provision for ITC and services of general insurance, servicing, repair and maintenance of motor vehicles was not there in old clause, and new clause it has specially been prohibited to avoid disputes in this regard. Okay, although normally taxpayers were not availing ITC. Okay, and see the 14th question. A taxable person is in the business of information technology. He buys a car, maximum seating capacity 5% for the use of his executive directors. Can he avail the ITC in respect of GST paid and purchase of such car? No. See the solution. As per section 17(5)(a), ITC on motor vehicle for transportation of persons with seating capacity of up to 13%, including driver, can be availed only if the taxable person is in the business of transport of passengers or is providing the service of imparting training on driving such motor vehicles or is in the business of such supply of such motor vehicles. Okay. And see the next one, blocked credits, food related and cosmetics. In this, food items, catering, beauty treatment, health, cosmetics, plastic surgery, these all are not available ITC. But there is an exception. Normally business won't get credit on food items purchased. But they will credit only and only when supplying food is their main business or integral part of their business. Then ITC available. Okay. See the 6th MCQ. Which of the following inward supplies are not eligible for ITC in case of a company manufacturing shoes? Option A, food and beverages. Option B, outdoor catering. Option C, health services. Option D, all of the above. Option D, all of the above is correct. Okay. And see another blocked credit. Rent a cab. If a person takes rent a cab service, the GST portion will not be eligible as ITC. And see, there is an exception for this. Statutory requirement, any services provided by rent a cab, then ITC available. Statutory requirement means employer providing services to employee by rent a cab services, then ITC available. Okay, and also rent a cab for further supply, then ITC available. Further supply means only they are doing buying and selling businesses in rent a cab, purchasing rent a cab, selling. Those services are ITC available. Okay. And see the another blocked credit. Health and life insurance. No ITC for GST paid on health life insurance. Okay. And also there is an exception for this. Statutory requirement for further supply, ITC available. Okay. And see the next blocked credit. Construction, work contract. And see in work contract, plant and machinery, ITC available. Plant and machinery, ITC available. For any other immovable property, ITC not available. Okay. And also see, if work contractor takes work contract service from other work contractor, then ITC will claim whether it is plant and machinery or not. I hope this is clear. And see finally miscellaneous blocked credits. And see in that membership fee of fitness center, club, etc. Then it is blocked credit, ITC not available. And see another one, travel benefits to employee. For example, leave travel concession, then also ITC not available. And see another one, inward supplies from composition dealer, then also ITC not available. Okay. and another one goods lost, stolen, destroyed, written off and distributed as gift or pre-samples, then also ITC not available. And see, tax paid under section 74, 129 and 130, then also ITC not available. Okay, and see the last miscellaneous credit, inputs within India by a non-resident, then also ITC not available. Okay, and see the MCQs number 7. Which of the following statement is true for a composition taxpayer? Option A composition taxpayer can avail only 50% of ITC on capital goods. Option B, a composition taxpayer can avail 100% ITC on inputs. Option C, ITC is not available on inward supplies made by a composition taxpayer. Option C is correct. ITC not available on inward supplies made by a composition taxpayer. Okay. And see the next. What is apportionment of credit? See, for example, in a basket there are lemons. In that, first remove dirty lemons and next separate clean lemons. And next separate another basket. Some portion lemons are dirty and some portion clean. So those type of lemons separate another box. Common lemons, clean lemons, dirty lemons. Dirty lemons GST related to blocked credits, exempt supplies, non-business supplies. That means personal supplies. These are all GST related to dirty lemons. And see the next, clean lemons. GST related to clean lemons, taxable supplies and zero rated supplies. Taxable supplies, zero rated supplies. Okay. And see the next, common lemons. Common lemons means both these two are included. Taxable supplies and non-taxable supplies. Okay. Credit is apportioned like this. I hope this is clear. And see the next, apportioning of credit. See, in apportioning of credit, see first step 1, remove bad credits. Remove bad credits from GST paid. Total GST paid minus bad credits. These all are. Remember these bad credits like payable. That means total GST minus personal supplies. That means non-business supplies. And exempt supplies and blocked credits. Blocked credits. Okay. And the balancing figure is C1. Okay. Step 1 is ineligible for ITC. Ineligible. And see the next, step 2. Step 2 is keep aside good credits. Good credits. That means C1 minus good credits. Taxable and zero rated supplies. Okay. Then the balancing figure C2. That is common credits. In step 2, eligible for ITC. Okay. And in step 3, apportionment. Apportionment. Common credit apportionment. That means C2 minus exempt supply plus Personal supplies. Exempt supply calculated in the form of E by F into C2 plus C2 into 5%. Then you will get C3, eligible credit. Here E means exempt sales. F means total sales. Okay. Remember this in the form of shortcut. England and France punched each other. Okay. Punched each other. Punched means 5%. I hope this is clear. And see, if anything is used for business use and non-business use. And see, for example, telephone. In offices, telephone is used for business purpose and also personal purpose. In these cases, how to apportion? See, for example, Mr. Ramesh, a businessman, provides total sales 80 lakhs, exempt sales 20 lakhs, taxable sales 60 lakhs. For that he has paid GST 1 lakh. And also additional information. Non-business inputs 10,000, inputs used for exempt supply 20,000 and block credits 10,000, inputs for taxable supplies 20,000. And calculate eligible ITC. Okay, and see the first step 1. In that GST paid 1 lakh minus payable personal supplies. That means non-business inputs 10,000. And next exempt supplies 20,000. And next blocked credits 10,000. Okay, 1 lakh minus 40,000, 60,000. C1 60,000. And see the next step 2. C1 minus good credits, that means taxable and zero rated supplies. See, taxable supplies 20,000. 60,000 minus 20,000. That means 40,000 C2. And see the next step 3. Here C2 minus England, France into C2 punched each other 5% into C2. E means exempt supplies. Okay, exempt supplies 20 lakhs. And F means total sales 80 lakhs. And C2 means 40,000. And 5% into C2 40,000. Okay, total 28,000 C3. Okay, in question they ask total eligible ITC. Total eligible ITC means 28,000 plus 20,000 good credits. Good credits, no? So, total 48,000 total eligible ITC. Okay, I hope this is clear. And see the next one, goods received in lots. For this, GST provision says only after receiving the last lot of the goods, one can avail ITC. Okay. See the MCQ number 3. If the goods are received in lots or installment, ITC can be taken only after receiving the last installment. And check the option Option B, ITC can be availed upon receipt of last installment. Okay, option B is correct. And see the next depreciation case. GST provision says that on GST paid for purchase of capital goods, you can claim ITC or you can claim depreciation, but not both. Okay. See the fifth question. A supplier takes deduction of depreciation on the GST component of the cost of capital goods as per income tax 1961. The supplier can avail only 50% the said tax component as ITC. Option B, not avail ITC on the said tax component. Option B is correct. Okay. And see the next eligibility for ITC. And see the persons who should be registered under GST, those persons eligible for ITC. And also goods or services used for business. Used means intended use or actual use. Okay. In these two cases, eligible for ITC. Okay. And see the next time limit for availing ITC. In this, ITC has to be availed within 20th October of next financial year. 20th October of next financial year or actual date of filing annual return, whichever is earlier. Okay. See the MCQ number 2. What is the time limit for taking ITC on invoices pertaining to a financial year? Option A 180 days, option B 1 year, option C due date filing return for the month of September of the next financial year or the date of filing annual return, whichever is earlier. Okay, option C is correct. And see the 11th question. What is the time limit for taking ITC and reasons therefore? What is the time limit? Time limit for availing ITC, due date of filing return for the month of September of succeeding financial year or date of filing of annual return, whichever is earlier. Okay. Under heading number 3, eligibility and conditions for taking ITC. Okay. And see the next, common credit apportionment. For this, there is a formula E by F into C2. See, for example, Super Limited have purchased plastic which is used to manufacture two products. One is medical syringes which are exempt and water bottles, those are taxable. Super Limited have purchased a plastic which is used for to manufacture medical syringes and water bottles. See, medical syringes 1 lakh sales and water bottles, those are taxable supplies, 4 lakh sales. It paid GST 50,000 while purchasing the raw material. Then compute eligible ITC. Okay. And see in formula, E means exempt sales. Exempt sales 1 lakh. And F means total sales. Total sales means 5 lakhs. And C2 means 50,000. So total 10,000 ineligible credit. Ineligible credit. Common credit 50,000 minus ineligible credit 10,000. Then we will get eligible credit. Okay, 40,000 is the eligible credit. Okay, common credit is apportioned in this form. And see the next. And see the 16th question. A government factory receives a government order for making uniforms for a commando unit. This supply is exempt from tax under a special notification. The fabric is separately procured for the supply, but thread and lining material for the colors are the ones which are used for other taxable products of the factory. The turnover of the other products of the factory or exempted uniforms in July is 4 crores and 1 crore respectively. The ITC on thread and lining material procured in July is 5,000 and 15,000 respectively. Calculate the eligible ITC on thread and lining material. I already discussed this type of sum with example. So, you should answer as your own this sum. Okay. And answer the next, ITC on capital goods. See in this, Machinery is, for example, machinery used only for exempt supplies, no ITC, and machinery used only for taxable supplies, then full ITC. If used for both purposes, then ITC to be apportioned. Okay, and see how to apportion credit for capital goods. See, first find out the common credit. For example, common credit 60,000, and next monthly common credit. Monthly common credit assumption for every asset, capital asset should be used 5 years. That means total 60 months. So monthly common credit 60,000 divided by 60 months. That means 1000 monthly common credit. Okay, and next compute ineligible credit. Ineligible credit means E by F into monthly common credit. Every useful life asset life is 5 years. Every useful asset life 5 years. That means 5 years into 12 months, 60 months. Okay, these are the steps to apportion credit for capital goods. Okay, and see, for example, a mission purchased in the month of April and GST paid 2,40,000, and exempt sales 25 lakhs and total sales 1 crore. Then compute ITC to be reversed. That means ineligible ITC for the month of December. See, first step, find out the common credit. That means 2,40,000. And second step, monthly common credit 2,40,000 divided by 60 months. That means 4,000. Next, ineligible credit E by F into monthly common credit. E means 25 lakhs divided by 1 crore into 4,000. That means ineligible credit 1,000. Okay. Here TM means tax per month. Okay. And also reversal of credit means nothing but calculating the ineligible ITC. Okay. And see another illustration. Capital goods advanced problem. A company purchased a machinery 1st April and GST paid 4 lakhs. The machine was used to manufacture bread, which is exempt from GST. And on August 15th, company also started to manufacture biscuits, which are taxable. Then compute the ITC available for the month of August. Okay, and sale for the month of August, sale 10 lakhs for bread and 20 lakhs for biscuits. Okay, and compute the eligible ITC. GST rate per quarter 5%. Per quarter 5%. In question there are 2 quarters. Actually the machine purchased April and start August 15 taxable supplies. Okay, there are 2 quarters. So 10%. Okay, and see step 1, common credit, that means 4 lakhs minus 10% is equals to 3,60,000. Okay, and next step 2, calculate tax per month. 3,60,000 divided by 60, 6,000. And step 3, ineligible credit. That means exempt sales 10 lakhs and total sales 30 lakhs into 6,000 is equals to 2,000 ineligible credit. Okay, and eligible credit for August, eligible ITC for August, common credit 3,60,000, reversal of ineligible credit 2,000, then ITC available 3,58,000. Okay, 3,58,000 ITC available. Okay, I hope this is clear. And see the next, and see the 13th question. What is the tax implication of supply of capital goods by a registered person who had taken ITC on such capital goods? And see, in case of supply of capital goods or plant and machinery on which ITC has been taken, the registered person shall pay an amount equal to the ITC taken on the said capital goods or plant and machinery reduced by 5% per quarter or part thereof from the date of invoice or the tax on the transaction value of such capital goods, whichever is higher. Okay. And see the next, standard rates for banks. Banks were given standard rate of 50% as eligible credit and 50% as ineligible credit. Okay. See, for example, Axis Bank Indore paid 5 lakhs GST. 5 lakhs GST. Okay. In this 5 lakhs, GST paid towards blocked credits 1 lakh. And GST paid for services given to Axis Bank Delhi. Axis Bank, it is Axis Bank in Indore. And GST paid for services given to Axis Bank Delhi. 1,80,000 GST paid. And next GST paid other inputs and capital goods 2,20,000. Okay. See first, blocked credits amount 1 lakh, rate 0%, standard rate. So eligible ITC 0. And next, other credits 2,20,000, 50%, that is 1,10,000 eligible ITC. Okay. And next, distinct persons 1,80,000, 100%, 1,80,000. So 2,90,000 eligible ITC. The rates of 0%, 50% and 100% for banks or standard rates are given in the GST Act itself. Okay. Remember it in the form of a board. Normal GST only for distinct persons 100%, 50%. Okay. 0%. Okay. And see the next. See the fourth MCQ. For banking companies using inputs and input services partly for taxable supplies and partly for exempt supplies, which of the statement is true? ITC shall be compulsory restricted to credit attributable to taxable supplies including zero-rated supplies. Option B, 50% of eligible ITC on inputs, capital goods and input services shall be mandatorily availed in a month and the rest shall lapse. Option C, banking company can choose to exercise either A or option B. Okay. Option C is correct. Okay. Next. Bill to ship to model. Normally, ITC can be claimed only when the goods or services were actually received. Okay. But in the case of bill to ship to model, there is an exception. ITC can claim, okay, in bill to ship to model. And see the next one, conditions to avail ITC. Conditions: actual receipt of goods, okay, and also possession of tax document, and also seller paid tax to the government and file GSTR 2. That means return for purchases. Actual receipt of goods, possession of tax document, seller paid tax to the government and file GSTR 2. Okay. These all are the conditions to avail ITC. And next, and see the ninth question. What are the conditions necessary for obtaining ITC? Condition number 1, actual receipt of goods. Condition number 2, possession of tax document. Condition number 3, seller paid tax to the government. Option 4, filed GSTR 2. Return for purchases. Okay. These all are the conditions for obtaining ITC. Next, see the payment in 180 days. And see, GST provision says ITC can be availed even on credit purchases. Okay. If the buyer does not repay back the money within 180 days to the seller, the ITC claimed has to be reversed. That means cancelled. Okay. And also punishment for non-payment in 180 days. Reversal of ITC claimed and interest payable to government at the rate of 18% on ITC amount. Okay. But there is an exception to the rule of 180 days payment. 180 days rule not applicable for RCM purchases, Schedule 1 transactions. Schedule 1 transactions means no consideration. Okay. And see the next. See the MCQ number 1. In which of the following situations taxpayer need to reverse the credit already taken? See the option C. If payment is not made to the supplier within 180 days from the date of invoice. Okay, option C is correct. See the 10th question. Can a person take ITC without payment of consideration for the supply along with the tax? Yes. See the solution for better understanding. The recipient can take ITC. However, he is required to pay the consideration along with the tax within 180 days from the date of issue of invoice. This condition is not applicable where tax is payable on reverse charge basis. Okay. Next, time limit for ITC on debit note. And see, when invoice and debit note are issued for same transaction. Okay. First, step 1, compute time limit for invoice. And step 2, date compute in step 1 is the last date to claim ITC for debit note also. Okay. And see the next, provisional ITC. It is a theory question. See, conditions. ITC available, only seller pays it to the government. Okay. Condition, ITC available, only seller pays it to the government. And see, there is a problem. Buyer has to wait till the seller pays it to the government. Solution for this problem. Buyer need not wait till the seller pays it to the government. As soon as purchase is made, buyer can claim ITC. Okay. First condition, ITC available, only seller pays it to the government. But there is a problem. Buyer has to wait till the seller pays it to the government. For that solution, buyer need not wait till the seller pays it to the government. As soon as purchase is made, buyer can claim ITC. So, this credit is known as provisional ITC. Okay. What is called? This credit is known as provisional ITC. Provisional ITC called because only temporary purpose only after the seller making payment. This provisional ITC called final ITC. Okay. If failed this, provisional ITC can be cancelled. That is, it has to be reversed. Okay. And see the next one, matching of ITC. 4 conditions satisfy. Seller and purchaser. At the time of sales, files GSTR 1. purchases GST are 2. Okay, and second condition, mention GST IN number. Here also mention GST IN number. For example, X seller, Y purchaser. So mention GST IN number of X, and here mention GST IN number of Y. Okay. And next, invoice number. Mention invoice number. For example, 024568. And here also same invoice number, 024568. And next condition, tax collected from Y 10,000. Tax paid to X 10,000. Okay. Okay, if any one of the four details does not match, it will be called as mismatch of ITC or discrepancy. Okay. And see, matching process starts after 20th of each succeeding month. Okay. Once all details are matched, department will send a confirmation to buyer in MIS 01. Okay. Once the matching of ITC is successful, provisional ITC will be converted to final ITC. Okay. See the question number 17. Mr. A registered person, was paying tax under composition scheme up to 30th July. However, with effect of 31st July, Mr. A becomes liable to pay tax under regular scheme. Is he eligible for any ITC? See, Mr. A is eligible for ITC on inputs held in stock and inputs contained in semi-finished or finished goods held in stock and capital goods as on 30th July. ITC on capital goods will be reduced by 5% per quarter or part therefrom the date of invoice, according to section 18(1)(c). Okay. And see the 15th question. A technical testing agency tests and certifies each batch of mission tools before dispatch by BMT Limited. Some of these tools are dispatched to a unit in a sedge without payment of GST, as these supplies are not taxable. The finance personnel of BMT Limited want to know whether they need to carry out reversal of ITC on these testing agency services to the extent attributable to the sedge supplies. Give your comments. See. Under section 16 subsection 2 of the IGST Act, credit of input tax is allowed to be taken up for inward supplies used to make zero rated supplies. Under section 17 of the CGST Act also, ITC is disallowed only to the extent it pertains to supplies used for non-business purposes or supplies other than taxable, and zero rated supplies. Supplies to sedge unit are zero rated supplies in terms of section 16(1) of IGST Act. Thus, full ITC is allowed on inward supplies of BMT Limited used for effecting supplies to the unit in the sedge. Okay. See the 12th question. What is the ITC entitlement of a newly registered person? See the solution. A person applying for registration can take ITC, input tax credit, of inputs held in stock and inputs contained in semi-finished or finished goods held in stock on the day immediately preceding the date of grant of registration. If the person was liable to take registration and he has applied for registration within 30 days from the day on which he become liable to registration, then ITC of inputs held in stock and inputs contained in semi-finished or finished goods held in stock on the day immediately preceding the day on which he become liable to the tax. Okay. In case of voluntary registration, ITC of such goods held in stock on the day immediately preceding the day of registration can be taken. Okay. And see the amendments in ITC. And see first amendment, transfer of ITC for separate registration. Within the same state, option of multiple registration for multiple places of business. Okay, option of multiple registration for multiple places of business within the same state. Okay. And ITC can be transferred from the old registration to the new registration within 30 days by filing form ITCO2A Rule 41A of CGST rules with effect 1 to 19. Okay. Transfer of credit based on value of assets held at the time of registration. Value of assets means total assets, whether or not ITC availed. Okay. And see the next one. Utilization of ITC. New rule 88A. Utilization of IGST. Utilization of earlier IGST, CGST and SGST. And after amendment, IGST, CGST or SGST. And see, utilization of CGST and IGST only after IGST credit is fully exhausted. Okay. And see the next one. Exempt supplies with respect to apportionment of credit and blocked credit. Explanation to section 17 subsection 3. For the purpose of this subsection, the expression value of exempt supply shall not include the value of activities or transactions specified in Schedule 3 except those specified in Schedule 3 except those specified in para 5, that is sale of land, and subject to class B paragraph 5 of Schedule 3 sale of building. Okay. And see, there is a pharmaceutical industry and manufacturer to wholesaler, wholesaler to retailer, retailer to consumer, supplying medicines. If any medicines expired, then return to manufacturer. So manufacturer either treat as fresh supply or treat as returns under credit note. Okay. And here amount of ITC to be reversed at the time of destroying expired medicines is the amount of ITC claimed at the time of returning expired medicines. Okay. And see the next one. Mr. A, businessman, transfer of business to his son. Mr. B, transfer of business. ITC can be transferred. Okay. Section 18 subsection 3, where there is a change in the constitution of registered person, an account of sale, merger, demerger, amalgamation, lease or transfer the business with the specific provisions for transfer of liabilities, the said registered person shall be allowed to transfer the ITC, which remains unutilized in his electronic credit ledger. Okay. And see the next one. Ramesh, supply of goods to Suresh. Ramesh files GSTR1 outward supplies and Suresh GSTR2A total ITC of Suresh input tax credit. Suresh also purchases from Mahesh, supplier, purchased from Mahesh also. But Mahesh did not file GSTR1. In Suresh, GSTR3B, that means outward supplies, ITC, tax paid. These all are in GSTR3B. So, Mahesh did not file GSTR1. Because of this, GSTR2A and GSTR3B not matched. Okay, we all know that on a monthly basis every registered person will file return GSTR3B summary return, GSTR3B summary return, where he will show his output tax, his input tax credit, and take that credit and set off and balance he will pay, file the return. Okay, but it is not necessary that credit what is being claimed in 3B will match with 2A, because that other counterparty not filed GSTR1 or filed it not reflecting. So there is an amendment. For this there is an amendment. Whatever reflecting in 2A, that happily take it. What is not reflecting in 2A, you can take credit, but restrictions are there. And see, invoice uploaded, full ITC. Invoice not uploaded, 20% of the eligible ITC of uploaded invoices. Okay. See, for example, invoices ITC, in invoices ITC eligible, uploaded in GSTR1 or reflecting in GSTR2, 10 lakhs ITC in invoice, then ITC available 10 lakhs. Okay. And see, not uploaded GSTR1 or not reflecting in GSTR2A, for example 3 lakhs, maximum 20% of the eligible ITC of uploaded invoice. That means 10 lakhs into 20%, 2 lakhs, eligible ITC 2 lakhs. Okay. See, if it is 1.7 lakhs, then eligible ITC limited to 1.7 lakhs only, limited to actual only. Okay. Okay. Idea of bringing this point, match ITC, person does not make wrong credit. Okay. And these all are amendments of ITC. Okay. Okay friends, I hope input tax credit chapter is clear for you. Next we will discuss further chapter. Okay friends, all the best. Do well, prepare well. Bye friends.